My name is Mark Watson. I'm the Planning Manager at Motion Australia. I'll be talking at the Forefront Supply Chain Conference in Melbourne at the beginning of November. So the key thing that we would play is to make sure that we're as close as possible to our product managers and they themselves to our branches, of which we have a large network, but also to our suppliers who have different insights, both from their supply bases, but also through their other distributors and in the broader network and marketplace. So by taking all of those insights into account, we need to make sure that our plans are deliverable, making sure that we can catch up with the lead times, but also more importantly, change of demand signals and flow those through all the way from our distributors, branches, and ultimately through to suppliers. So we make sure that everyone stays in the loop. So our demand planners are actively encouraged to engage with our branches. And we also have some specifically looking at our contracts and key accounts to try to get insights directly from them. They then play the interface through to our product managers to make sure that we're validating what we're hearing. And that may be changes of demand pattern, changes of machinery, for example, or it may be seasonality. Is it going to be a wet year or a dry year, for example? And so using those demand planners as almost the head of the snake, they go out there, seek a lot of that information and pass that all the way back through to the product managers and ultimately through our supply planning teams and to our suppliers to make sure we can then deliver upon those plans. Or if they're different from what we were thinking, to go and get some validation so we can take our best guess and best position. Number one thing for any supply chain person is curiosity. Go dig into the data, go dig into what you're hearing. You have to become data savvy these days. It's not just a case of working in Excel planning tool. So from a manager, encourage that curiosity. And from the planners themselves, go and dig into things. Go and question everything. Not to the point of silliness, but making sure we're looking for connections, looking for oddities and validating those. And making sure that team is then working together to build on those ideas as someone may have an insight that someone else can then add into, and then it snowballs from there. The ongoing obstacle is always going to be supply lead time variability. We ourselves have lead times from delivered within the same day to more than 2 years, and huge variability around those lead times, plus or minus months in many cases. So combine that with a very variable demand, that's our ongoing challenge on a daily basis. So that's what we focus on a lot, is trying to have that supply delivery consistency with our suppliers. And that becomes incredibly important in getting that through to our customers in our own branch network so they become aware of that and give us as much of a forward insight, a signal as we can. Not that we seek perfection, but we just need to be looking for a direction of travel.